Mars is a cold desert world. It is half the size of Earth. Mars is sometimes called the red planet. It's red because of rusty iron in the ground like Earth. Mars has seasons, polar ice caps, volcanoes, canyons, and weather. It has a very thin atmosphere made of carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and argon. There are signs of ancient floods on Mars, but now water mostly exists in icy dirt and thin clouds. On some Martian hillsides, there is evidence of liquid salty water in the ground. Scientists want to know if Mars may have had living things in the past. They also want to know if Mars could support life now or in the future. Mars structure and surface. First, Mars is a terrestrial planet. It is small and rocky. Second, Mars has a thin atmosphere. Third, Mars has an active atmosphere, but the surface of the planet is not active. Its volcanoes are dead. Time on Mars. 1 day on Mars lasts 24.6 hours. It is just a little longer than a day on Earth. 1 year on Mars is 687 Earth days. It is almost twice as long as 1 year on Earth. Mars neighbors. Mars has 2 moons. Their names are Phobos and Deimos. Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun. That means Earth and Jupiter are Mars' neighboring planets. Mars history. Mars has been known since ancient times because it can be seen without advanced telescopes. Several missions have visited Mars. And Mars is the only planet we have sent rovers to. They drive around Mars, taking pictures and measurements. Mars facts. The cold, thin atmosphere means liquid water likely cannot exist on the Martian surface for any length of time. Features called recurring slope linea may have spurts of briny water flowing on the surface, but this evidence is disputed. Some scientists argue the hydrogen spotted from orbit in this region may instead indicate briny salts. This means that although this desert planet is just half the diameter of Earth, it has the same amount of dry land. In July 1996, it was announced that Dr. David McKay, along with a team of scientists at Johnson Space Center, a division of NASA, had discovered possible fossils of bacteria in a meteorite named ALH 84001 that came from Mars. It was found in the Allen Hills in Antarctica in 1984, after having landed there 12,000 years ago. While many scientists were excited at first, much of the proof offered fell apart. NASA said that after 2 years of study, a number of lines of evidence have gone away. Several different chemicals and molecular structures were exciting because they looked similar to byproducts of life on Earth. However, these chemicals and structures can also be created without life. Some are even present in deep space on comets, and scientists do not think that they came from Martian life anymore. Small spheres were observed in the meteorite, which the scientists in 1996 claimed were the fossilized remains of bacteria. However, they are roughly 1,000 times smaller than the smallest bacteria on Earth, so don't resemble any life thought to be possible. Organic, carbon-containing compounds were found with the spheres, but it turned out that the organic compounds became a part of the meteorite after it landed on Earth, possibly when water seeped in a couple times over the 12,000 years the rock laid in Antarctica. Carbon-14, an isotope found on Earth, is present in the organic compounds, but not in the spheres. The environment of Mars in the past was very different than it is today. Conditions then may have been favorable for the existence of life. Even though the Mars meteorite does not prove life once existed on Mars, it does not disprove the possibility.